Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the cabin out here at St. Bernard Acres. How y'all are? I'm Joe. Today I'm going to show you how I critter proof my dry food storage out here. This is not my long-term storage. This is not my food that I've prepped with. All of that is vacuum sealed into the Mylar bags, and everything is stored in buckets that critters can't get into anyway. But that's multi-year. That stuff's available. This is just here in the cabin. I mean, it'll extend the life of the product by a year or two, you know. This is strictly for, this is not canning. This is for the beans, the pasta, flour, sugar, rice. You know, everybody has beans and rice. We all love our beans and rice. This is just how I store it in order to keep the critters out, keep it fresh. And, you know, I'm only out here on weekends right now. It just, they're always there. This is the easiest way to do it. The only thing I'm going to use is one of these jar sealers you can get anywhere. There's hundreds of, I think this is Robo Seal. This was Walmart, you know, $25 at Walmart. It does the trick. I mean, like I said, it's not for long-term storage. It'll keep the critters out and keep the food kind of good. And mason jars. Now, those of you that know, I did check with Ed to make sure that it was okay to buy a case of jars. I know one slipped away that he didn't find, but yeah, no, we have them at home. I just didn't have any out here, and I forgot to bring a couple with me to do this video. So I just stopped by Walmart on the way out and grabbed another case. It's not like they won't get used, trust me. But I'm just going to do a couple things real quick, show you how easy it is to do, and how I keep my stuff fresh and the critters out of it. That's it. So what I've got here is a couple of pounds of pinto beans. Now I only use about a half a pound at a time. If I make a pot of beans out here for myself, I'll make, you know, a half a pound of beans. And then I'll make rice as I do it, or whatever else I'm going to have with it. I don't make a giant pot because I'm not out here long enough. So what I'm going to do, it's this simple. I'm going to take a jar, take the ring off, and the lid off. Clean jars. They don't have to be heated or sterilized or any of that kind of stuff, because we're not doing actual canning. I'm going to wipe off the lid just because, or the rim. I'm just going to take a bag of beans. I don't think I can get 2 pounds in here. If I get another half pound in here, I'll save the rest of the beans. I'll make a pot of beans tomorrow just to have. We're going to be doing a bunch of drywall work tomorrow. Tomorrow evening it'd be nice to have a bag or a bowl of beans. Yeah, that'd be about right for a little pot of beans for me tomorrow. So, you know, you don't overfill it, but just tab it down a little bit. The other thing I'm going to do, now you got to make sure these are dry. That's the most important thing. I'll put the lid on it. Well, just because there was some powder and some dirt. I'm going to wipe this off again just to be safe. Put the lid on it. Now this vacuum sealer here will do the small mouth jars jars and the wide mouth. I prefer the wide mouth jars. So I'm just going to push this down over it. Make sure it's on there straight and tight. Hit the button. You can hear it. It's sealing. Usually about 25 seconds. You can hear the motor changing. It'll stop on its own after 60, but I can hear the tone is about the same. So I'm going to turn it off and pull it up. Pull it straight up. And there, that's sealed. See that? Sorry about the interruption, but we're tight. That's what we needed. I go ahead and put the ring on because just a little safety feature for me personally. And there we go. We are good to go. And now the nice thing is I can pour out what I need to make my beans. Put this back on again and reseal it. Put the ring on. And there we go. I got some beans ready. So let's do another one real quick. Same process. I'll put some rice in here. I got a big bag of rice, or not a big bag, but a bag of rice. Now, a couple of things about rice and flour and stuff. People talk about freezing them to kill anything that might be in them. My theory is this is going to be airtight anyway. Not much going to be able to grow, but if it's in here, that's extra protein when I make rice because it's full of carbohydrates. Put my top on. Make sure it's all good. Well, let me wipe it off. Just to make sure the dust. Wipe that off. Put my top on. Just go straight down. Turn it on. We'll see if this one worked. Nope. It didn't sound right. So let's try this again. These are not the best things in the world. I haven't seen any that people really like. But the seal's all good. That's good. Go straight down. I think you got to hold it down, give it pressure when it starts. Okay, that sounds right. So it needs a little help when you start it. Let it go for about 25 seconds. Okay, it's getting higher pitched. It's maintained that pitch about 30 seconds, 35 seconds. There it is. There it is. There's my rice is sealed. Put a ring on it. Now I have a jar of rice ready. Let's do another jar of rice. I think that one worked because I started it with pressure on it. Let's see if it changes. Go about 35 seconds again. Pull this up. And we are good. That's solid. Yep. There you go. There you go. That's got it. Put a ring on it. Keep it. I mean, the ring doesn't do anything, but it helps that if the seal does come loose, it still holds it on. Something else that I could do, I was thinking about. Let me do one more, and I'll give you an idea. Sometimes out here, I don't feel like cooking a breakfast. So what I will do is have some of these Quaker instant oats. And I know these are not the best things for you. You don't need to start in on that one. But they're just in cardboard boxes. So I wonder if I could stick a few of them in here. So let's just see what happens. I don't even have to worry about wiping that off, really. I don't feel. Check the seal from the last one. Make sure this is good and centered. Go straight down with it, hold it down. And I just thought of this as I turned around and saw these on the shelf because I bought a box of them last weekend. There you go. Nice. Yeah, it's that easy to vacuum seal out here at the cabin. And I'm just looking for anything else. I mean, I could put a box of macaroni and cheese in here with the cheese sauce. Fill up, that would do one of these things, and I could have jars of macaroni and cheese that'll last, 2 years. So, not a bad idea. And you could do it at home and extend the shelf life. I'll put the small back on there. But yeah, there you go. Rice, beans, my instant oatmeal. Perfect. All right, that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Ideas on how to critter-proof and store your dry foods out at your cabin. Like I said, this just extended the life of the rice by, a year or two. They're going to stay fresh, and they're going to keep the bugs out. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, share, comment, do all those kind of things. I will be live streaming tonight at 8 o'clock, so keep an eye out for that. Let me know what you think about this idea. And like I said, this thing, once you learn how to use it, it does its job. Like I said, this is not long-term storage. This just extends the shelf life a little bit. Keeps it a little fresher. Keeps the critters out of it. And $25 investment. USB rechargeable. That makes it good. This is Joe out here in the cabin at St. Bernard Acres. You've been watching Homestead with Joe. Peace out, everybody. I'm out.